Again,
Hi,
why do you hate me?
GamerBreakfast. My name is Jalbagel, and I'm joined by my co-host SkojSkull and
Hello.
our beautiful, amazing, wonderful, awesome, incredible, super cool guest today, TheBlaqkKat. Kat, welcome back to GamerBreakfast.
I am super excited to be back. To be honest.
This is my gosh.
Last time we saw you, you were a PNG. You were 2D, and now you are animated 2D.
I've ascended.
We're evolving.
Yeah, we're all evolving.
Oh my gosh.
If you guys don't know TheBlaqkKat, though, Kat is a Monster Hunter streamer. Does also a bit of a spot of variety, as most of us have been. And not to put words in your mouth, but is also excited for Sunbreak. Yeah.
Yes, I'm excitement.
Or she's like nah.
Yeah, Sunbreak. Yeah, whatever.
No, I can't. I'm sorry.
Literally can't lie.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I mean, like it's been a bit since we've last seen you. Like it's been since literally episode like 6 or 8 since we started this podcast. Tell us a little bit about yourself, like update what's going on with TheBlaqkKat.
All right. So after PNG tubing, after doing it for a while, you know, I made myself a new model. I did a whole bunch of emails and stuff like that. I was like, I wonder if I can take it to the next level. That was my only like thought. Was like I was like, so I'm doing this now. I was like, what? So can I do more? So I experimented and I opened up Vroid. If you don't know what that is, it's a 3D modeling program that's completely free and kind of limitless. It's only what you can do pretty much.
Really?
So like I started out with the base hair, base everything, and then I eventually upgraded, made my own jacket, made my own details and everything through there. And so I started out with that.
That's actually really wild.
It's crazy. Like I went back. I keep sometimes I'll get clip shout outs, and it'll show like the PNG model, and then it'll show like the very, very first like 3D model, and it's just like
It's like the same feeling I get when I look back at like my first year or two of streaming, and I go, "Oh God, that's what I looked like, and that's how I talked. That was what my camera looked like. Oh, this is cringe."
Yeah. Oh my! I feel the same way. I'm just like, I'm gonna go back and delete these one day. But at the same time, for me, it's memories. But I hate seeing the really old stuff though. Like I mean, within my first year streaming, I'm just like.
I feel that because I still have like footage on my YouTube backlog. The Jal has seen it.
I've seen all of it
because it's connected with this channel. Actually, it's all like privated, but since he has access to it, he's able to see all the old like my first ever live streams on like YouTube and Twitch that I ever did.
2015, baby.
My goodness.
It's right there. Oh.
Crazy.
So
wait, you've been streaming since that long?
Oh yeah, like this is it's a lot of things, a lot of changes.
That's so crazy. Expensive backgrounds.
Yep. This was crazy expensive. Like if you want to count like including the manga and like all the statues and everything, imagine like all that together, how much that would be. That's over probably a lot of money right there.
That's over a lot.
A lot. Oh my God.
But like that's also like not a single like investment, and I would honestly say even if you weren't streaming, you would own all of that stuff still.
No, absolutely.
I actually had that same exact thought. I was like, I don't think it mattered if you streamed or not.
He would.
The room would still look that decorative.
We would have all the manga. We would have the gore statue. We would have all of the demon hunter statues.
Demon Slayer, you mean?
Whatever
Dude,
it
you
is.
watched
I got
the
Monster Hunter on the
anime.
brain. Yeah, like a few months ago. Still haven't watched season 2. Working on it.
Same. I haven't watched season 2 yet. It's just,
See, look at that. Cat, you can't. Two against one. You can't yell at us.
You can't do that.
You can't do it.
TV commitment issues.
Oh man.
Their life.
No, but I'm about to do the same thing because I want to get rid of the green screen so I can turn the lights down because they hurt me. Like,
Oh
yeah,
no,
no, like for real. Because like the amount of eye strain that comes out of these things to have them like as bright as I do, not only like makes balancing my camera just fucking terrible. Like I'm wearing a gray shirt. It looks black right now. It's gray.
Great. Oh my god. Oh.
But it looks black because of how I have to balance the camera because
Good
I'm
Lord.
pale.
Oh my
And
god.
I would look like incredibly washed out, but just to get the green screen to chrome out like right, that's what I have to do. But I want to retire it and like build like an actual like backdrop, kind of like how Skoj has, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I started planning all that stuff out. And I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm gonna put the bookshelves here. I'm gonna put the table, like build like a table between it, and I'm gonna start putting all this stuff up. Like, okay, let me make an Amazon like shopping list for this, like the things I need to buy to like put in there. Like, oh, I want lights, and I want like LED strips and stuff like that.
Do
Like,
all of it.
oh, I
Make it
want, like,
purple.
dude, I stopped and I looked at the list. And I was like, this is $600.
Yep.
I'm not doing that shit. Are you kidding me?
God.
It was way too much. It was way too much. But I'm gonna follow through with it because I really want to get the lights like down. Like, bear with me for a second. This is the lights off.
Oh. So
It's not dark in this room at all.
It's like pitch black. It looks like a very dark room.
Oh, there it goes. I did not want to turn back on.
Oh god.
But it's like it's super bright. It's like even after like 4 hours of streaming, like the amount of eye strain that I have at the end of it, it's like I have like such a headache or like my eyes just hurt.
Even
See,
with this,
You know, like I can't make it that long.
I understand since when I did cam and stuff like that, I
Mhm.
also had to use those bright ass lights, and half the time I couldn't figure out where to put them. So I
Yeah,
ended up
that's the
putting them
hardest part.
behind my monitors, which
Mhm.
like can't, but like damn near behind the camera, which is like
Yeah.
right in your face,
Yep.
and it was just so hard to manage. I still have a green screen. I don't even know what to do with it. I'm really sad.
Oh.
Because like I'll still use it. Like I'm still gonna set my green screen back up. I'm gonna hang it from the ceiling, and so I can pull it down in front of the bookcases and stuff if I ever need to do like a recording with a green screen or something like that.
Yeah.
Because that stuff's still like, as far as like content creation is concerned, like that's still a really good asset to have. But I mean, like at least in your case, like with the model, like yeah, the green screen might be obsolete. Find someone to pawn that off to.
Yeah.
So like, what's been happening with you? Don't you still have to use lights? No, probably not as strong, but I imagine you still have to use lights.
Nah,
It still has to be lit.
I just use a Logitech camera, and I have my entire room is every corner of the ceiling is LED lights. So my light is really balanced all the way around. So I don't need any other lights.
Wow.
Yeah, because you don't need bright light. You just
No.
need enough that your facial expressions, especially with facial tracking, can be picked up, right? You know, like, but with a green screen, you need to be filled, and like the screen behind you need to be filled. So usually, like, especially for streaming setups, it's usually done with 2 lights. It's called cross key lights. So you can fill you and the background behind you. You just have to get it like closer to you to do that well, but then you start introducing like shadows and stuff like that. Like it's really bad. It's like why you have to use like such bright light with green screens. But with the facial tracking, oh dude, you could do it like oh wait, this isn't even the right thing. This is all wrong. Like this would be enough. And like balancing the camera back, it would be plenty. You know?
Oh yeah. Oh damn. So
It's wild.
The last time we talked was when we were getting all excited for Sunbreak. Like that was when the first trailer released.
My God.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it was.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was back in October of last year.
That
It
was
was
like
literally 9 months ago.
9 months ago.
Yep.
Yep.
9 months ago.
Remember we said we were gonna
That's like,
have
that
you
should be a
back?
crime.
We weren't lying.
Here it is. Welcome back. Almost a year later.
That's okay. I don't. Just give me time to develop my character. And
Oh,
To
yeah.
evolve.
There was a lot of people like I'm intentionally like waiting to like bring back because they are going through like a transformation with their content or something's happening that they that I would love to like introduce them back another time soon, just to like update like everyone what's going on with them and just things to get excited for. So like this is the time for you now, and then maybe eventually when you have your new model that you're working on all
In
set
another
up.
9 months.
yeah, I'm so excited for that because I have so many ideas that I'm that I'm like genuinely excited for. I have alternate outfit ideas. I have
Yes.
alternate animal ear forms. Like I'm gonna do a dragon. I'm gonna do like like dragon ears. Might change the eyes because I with this knowledge so much power. I have so
Too much power.
much power. I can do so much.
Yeah,
So
and
once I'm done with the base body and everything like that, pretty much my editing is just like unlimited. It's only limited to my ability, which is I'm learning.
Getting there.
Slowly
I'm
but surely.
so excited for you. I also love this model too. You also have like a different model, which like when Liz and I was over at Canada visiting Liz and I looked over and you were just like, what were you, like an orb?
Oh, it was a slime. Hold on, let me see.
Oh yeah, the slime.
Hold on.
What? That's so good. That's so good.
So funny. It's possibly like the
This is why
best thing.
VTubing is awesome, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did you create this yourself?
No, there was this person on Twitter who created like this slime with a bunch of edits. I did draw the tail, the flower, and the inner ear parts, but they're blended in so well that you can't tell that I did them.
That's so
and
fun.
I edited the eyes and everything too. But yeah, so that it's just a little glum. It's so bouncy too.
It's so bouncy.
That's so good.
It's so fun. But yeah, it's like there's so many things you can do with VTubing, and it's just you don't have to like buy anything new, like new lighting or anything. Like I mean, it involves like your paycheck still with buying stuff online, but it doesn't take up space.
Yeah, like model upgrades, like maybe the programs here and there, depending on what you're trying to do. In this case, like VTube Studio, if you want like the version without the watermark, you would need to purchase it, and so on and so forth, stuff like that. And like I said, I think the most expensive thing for VTubing, as far as I can tell, is going to be like upgrades.
Yeah,
so you basically would have to go back to your artist.
Completely rebuild from the base up.
Not per se.
No?
Like as long because in my case, I already have like 2 alternate outfits planned.
Okay.
And one of them is Monster Hunter based. That's all I can say. Is one of them is Monster Hunter based, and it's one of my favorite like armor sets.
Is it a gore armor set? I'm kidding.
No, beautiful though. It's so cute. I've already drawn it out.
It's actually Cat Talus. It's just Black Cat, but also Fatalis.
I mean, Fatalis armor do be looking kind of good though.
It's really good.
Really do be.
It does look really good though.
Oh yeah.
It's all I can say is it's adorable. Like I love it. This is my second favorite outfit. And if you watch my stream, it would literally give it away.
Oh. Nice. Oh man.
It's okay, I added some twist to it, so it's
Hell yeah.
So it's fresh.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I think that's one of the biggest advantages, like, because you're definitely a lot different from the other VTubers that we have interviewed, where you are your own artist. You're creating your own stuff, and you are learning a lot of new things as you go on, which is pretty awesome. So, like, what advantages do you have over everyone else?
I don't have to pay to upload.
There you go.
That's really what it comes down to.
Like if I want a new outfit, all I just need is to put the time into it, and I already have the base body rigged. So all I have left is to do is hide the clothes and just add new clothes and add angles and physics to the clothes, and I'm done. So
that's always the trade-off, though, right? It's that, like, if you have the money but don't have the time, you pay for it to get done in a timely manner. But if you have the time and not necessarily have the money or don't want to spend the money, then you can spend that time to create this thing, but it takes, longer.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time. Like the whole rigging process. I wish I could have like recorded how much time it actually took me, because like I said, just that little bit of hair sway took about 5.5 hours, and that's just adding the physics after I finally got down like the process and like the flow for a bit too, and like it's still not as refined as I want to. I'm not entirely sure if I want it to wiggle a little bit more or stuff like that, because like I wanted to have decent movement when I move.
Super sway, just.
But
I guess when you get to a point where most things are like most assets are in, like, let's say like an alpha form, you can start moving around, doing test footage. Like I would say like a strong thing to do would be like an offline like recording, just like put on a game, do some commentary behind it, and like move around and like bounce around with it, like do that for 30 minutes and go back and watch it and see like the things that you want to change.
I'm hesitant at the moment because I'm actually okay. So I really need to test out the model to see if I've even done it correctly, because like you have the physics portion that you can open up in Live 2D, and you can test how everything works.
Yeah.
So I mean, essentially that's how it should look.
Yeah.
But
it's going to look different like when you scale it down and when you start recording and when your computer start using like more resources, and like when you're actually playing a game, you're going to move different than like how you're moving when you test it, right?
Oh yeah.
You want to get like something as close to a real world example before you put it out into the real world.
Yeah, okay, so I was told two different things.
Oh.
So, because I'm in the Live 2D Discord as well, because I have a lot of questions, and they do a lot of like I've learned a lot from everybody trying to help out everybody out.
That's awesome.
It is really cool. So in order to even test this thing out, to test out what I have so far, I would have to do an atlas. Do you know what okay.
No.
So no, basically it's a map for like every single piece that's on the VTuber itself. Like you would put in every single little piece on this atlas, and basically it kind of basically it's just like all the recorded info is on that paper. So as long as you have this file, all your parts to your VTuber will be stuck on that. But if you delete that, it messes things up. So I was told to wait until after I was done in case that I added extra parts. I forgot to add a part or something.
I mean, that makes sense.
I was told to wait till the end. So I won't be able to test it until I'm done, which because I don't want to do the atlas at the moment because like I don't want to forget something and then like it break and I'm just like,
that's exactly what I'm thinking, right? Is like you get it to a finished product, right? Big air quotes finished product, and then test it out a couple of times, see how it moves and see if you like it and you're happy with it. And then if you have to go back and redo the work, you're at least doing that before a debut, right? Because like that's the big thing. You want to make sure that you're happy with what you're using on that debut, right?
There's a crazy amount of VTubers coming out right now too, like for debuts, talking about debuts. There's been a crazy amount. There was one that there's a fire looking VTuber. I don't know if you've seen it around Twitter.
The Hellhound one?
Yeah. What the fuck?
I was like, oh man, that fire is so good.
Yeah. So there's like so many different things people are doing and people are trying out. It's really exciting. I'm always excited to see whatever you update your model, or like with every little thing you do, because like you have your eyeballs, and like that was really cool when your eyes, like you open them like that. I always like, it's always satisfying whenever like VTubers blink, I guess.
Eyes are super pretty. Like on this model, the artist for this one, she actually made it like rain down petals inside of the eyes.
Oh, I see that. Oh, what the fuck?
I don't know how. I don't know how. I have an idea of how she did it, especially since I've learned a bit of the program. I think I actually know how they did it. Now that I stare at it, it's
just stare at yourself. Now that I see it, just
well, because like it's an idling animation that you're able to add to the model itself, which I actually have to do for cat's ears. I actually have to sure words. I got tongue-tied as hell.
Oh,
I was trying to say is I have planned to have cat's ears idle wiggle when I'm not blinking, because like you see when I blink, like the ears wiggle because of that.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna have that, but I've seen other VTubers where their ears will just like flick on their own without them blinking. I'm just like I want to be able to do that too.
Oh yeah.
And same thing with the tails in the background. I'm gonna have them like doing the cat sway.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Two different positions I have so far in my head. So there's the back sway that will just sway left and right from behind, and then the low sway that will let the cat tails swing from the bottom.
Are you gonna have your model fly around like Tails from Sonic?
This is the third time I've been asked that.
That's how many times?
This is the third time
Oh,
I've been
I'm
asked
sorry.
that.
Damn it, I'm not original.
I feel like I have to get it done now.
Hell
Absolutely.
yeah.
Not
Just
so
like
obligated.
that's your stinger transition for your OBS now. Just
And the tail's just
fly.
spinning.
Oh
my
my gosh. Oh man. I mean, is there any other updates you'd like to talk about for your model before we get into like Sunbreak stuff and just geeking about Monster Hunter?
Yes, there is one thing.
Oh.
So, as of what was it yesterday? It was Friday. I started talking about my VTuber lore.
Oh.
Okay.
I hadn't really put any thought into it until I had a dream like 4 days ago. I know that sounds super weird and like super cringe in a way,
No,
but
absolutely not.
I had a dream about like an origin form essentially, and like I'm not even kidding, the whole dream from start to finish had a complete storyline.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
I hope you wrote that down.
Yeah, right.
I can't stop thinking about it actually, because like it was so vivid. Like it had a beginning, it had a very end, and like everything. And the thing is, I woke up once during that to potty, and then I went back to sleep, and the fucking dream continued. Like
Hell yeah.
Did you learn when that happens?
That's
you
awesome.
know, it's just like, bro, I'm still a cat. What's going on? Oh yeah. Wait, in the dream I was a cat. In the dream, legit, I was a cat.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've had dreams like that as well, where it's just like you get such a good dream, and then you're like, you wake up, you're like, "Fuck, no, get me back in there!" Just falling asleep.
We have to go back.
So, in that dream, I ended up having like a lot of ideas for like a VTuber lore. So we like brainstormed yesterday. I'm like, how did I become cat? And now, because we've done so much thinking and stuff like that on it, like especially like incorporating what I have for my dream and what I want to do for stream. Oh, also I'm opening a magical cat cafe.
Let's go.
There you go.
Mhm. That's my theme.
Hell
That's
yeah.
basically going to be my theme. Is going to be a little cat cafe. So I'm gonna create like a cat cafe.
Looks like you have some competition, Jal. You got a bagel. Got a bagel cafe, and now we got a cat cafe.
A cat cafe.
I can't compete with a cat cafe, so we're just gonna shut it down now. There's no shot I compete with that at all.
Can
You see how like have you seen my prices? Yeah, no, it's
Oh my
it's
God.
it's not sustainable anymore.
5 shekels, please.
I'm gonna be charging money. You're gonna be charging in head pats. I can't keep up with that.
Oh yeah, boba for 5 head pats, please. Yep.
I'm sold. Are you kidding
I'm
me?
sold.
Exactly.
I like that kind of stuff though, because like I'm a big like D&D and like backstory like nerd, right? I like writing stories and I like thinking about that. So like the VTuber lore stuff I think is just so much fun because I like to see what people can come up with and what they create and what they attribute to their character.
So the thing is, like, I'm not good at writing. I'm an artist, but I do art I draw things. I don't write things. So the entire time on Friday, me trying to explain my whole dream on top of creating new parts and how I made the cafe, where do I live, how did I get here, and so on was just like a whole ass experience because
From start to finish.
like, I was like, so like. You want to know the first half of my lore of how it started before I mentioned my dream? I died on an island. I died in an explosion. I died from a exploding volcano.
So it's basically an isekai.
Yeah, and the whole time I was a cat.
It's all of your 9 lives. Be careful.
Exactly. So that was like the first half of me trying to figure out my lore, was just me finding a way how I became this cat and so on. And in the end, I originally I'm supposed to be a Nekomata, which is apparently it's more of a death. Basically, it's like a death kitten. It's a death cat. It's like it's associated with death. So I'm just like,
what?
Oh, okay. That's the complete opposite of me. So like, so now I have to rethink whether or not. I guess there's another version called like I think it's a Bakeneko, which I guess it's less evil, I guess. But in my
Why
dream,
are you evil?
I'm a little bit.
Aren't you evil?
Question is, what cat aren't? Exactly.
Fair. I don't know.
No, exactly. You have to think about it. No, it's irrelevant, and you have to think about it. Then all cats are evil.
Oh well, I don't know. I don't ruin the cat. Zhao can say something about it. I can't.
He's evil. 100%. He's evil. This is the spawn of the devil himself.
See, so I mean, and no, I'm not evil though. I might bully you, but like I'm not evil.
That's evil. Bullying is evil. How dare you?
It really just comes down to how evil are you?
She's thinking about it.
That's sus.
Very sus.
So anyway.
Emergency meeting.
Auto delete. I'm just gonna just.
Oh.
Just getting out of here.
I'm
out. But in my lore, which actually might change the fact that I might not even be a Nekomata anymore.
Okay.
Because in my dream, in the end of my dream, essentially I give up my physical form to save this entire forest that I'm protecting. So someone mentioned instead of being a Nekomata, why don't I be some kind of like tree spirit or something like that? Because they mentioned Ori.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, they mentioned Ori, but I haven't played that game yet.
You should. It's a good one.
It's good.
I've heard it was really good. So they mentioned, why don't I become a tree spirit instead? Because like the dream incorporated me like protecting this entire forest and stuff like that. So I mean, it makes a lot more sense. And I don't think there's a limit to my shape-shifting abilities either, because that is something I am very, very particularly fond of, is I love form changing. Like that's why
like the slime.
That's why I'm excited for being able to do what I can with Live 2D, because I want to be a goddamn dragon girl.
Absolutely.
I want to be a goddamn dragon girl. If I feel like being a dragon, I will. So I don't know. I may ascend from Nekomata to tree spirit soon. On top of owning a magical cat cafe with a magical door. Oh wait, there's lore between that too of how you.
Oh my gosh.
There's lore on how you get to the cafe. Yeah, the lore between that is like there's a special door that leads to another. Let's just say isekai, where it's like, I knew it.
It's anime.
This anime where I think it's like Restaurant to Another World.
I
think
need to
that's what
see
it's
that. It
called.
looks funny.
It's wait. No,
Oh, it's anime.
it's cute. It's very cute and
It looks cute.
yummy.
Oh, at least the title looks like very interesting to
It
me
is
because I've heard about it.
It's actually really good. It's actually really cute, and like they will, I think if I remember correctly, oh no, wait, that was House Husband. Never mind.
Oh, House Husband's a good one.
Yeah, because it was like,
Oh, yeah, add that to your list.
Do the cooking
House
and stuff
Husband?
Like that.
What?
Way of the House Husband.
Way the House Husband. It's cute.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, we watched it all and
Is
everything.
it good?
Yeah, it's really cute. It's very, it's really.
It's more like an anthology of stories, but it's a lot of fun.
I have
It's
to
all about like
watch
the
it.
same character and stuff.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's amazing.
I have like
I
a
think
whole
with
walk.
the-
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, no, he's an ex-Yakuza who becomes a
Yeah.
house husband.
What?
Great. It's great. You have to watch it.
That's all I'll say.
It's honestly life goals.
Yeah, and they're really short, so like you
Yeah.
don't have to put too much attention span into it because it's really short.
All right.
It's a
I'll
good
have
show to watch while you're editing.
Yeah, and it's in English, so
It is in
Okay.
English.
I'll have to give it a watch
you don't
then.
have to pay. Yeah, and it's not full animation either. It's like a comic style kind of, where like some of
Sure.
it's animated, but a lot of it is like standing still type thing, like very comic-y.
Yeah.
I like
Like stills
that.
for dramatic effect and stuff like
Very
that. It's
much,
good.
very much. It's
That's
good. It's really funny though.
I have like my own personal watch list from Jal. I've been watching like shows like here and there, like now trying to get through it because like Jal's just like, this show's very good, and so far it's been pretty good. So I've been liking his taste a lot. It's been pretty good. Dylan-
You're welcome.
Wait, did you ever watch Abasabase?
I haven't watched that.
what is that?
I brought this up last podcast.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
Did you?
We did not watch it.
Oh no, I haven't. I haven't. Yeah, I was in this group chat.
It's literally in here.
It's literally just a very comical slice of life. Like honestly, if you don't laugh during the first episode, then watch
Something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It is so funny. All you need to do is watch the first episode to be hooked. It's
Yes, boy. I can't believe you haven't watched it yet, Mr. Anime.
I can't even. It's my favorite. I've rewatched it like 3 or 4 times already because like it's so slice of life. Anything that makes me laugh is already my favorite.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I want to get like I'm watching a lot of shit right now.
No, I understand.
It's like I just finished the newest season of Love Is War. Fantastic. So
I
funny.
only watched the first season of it. It was so cute.
So good. So good. And then Liz and I just finished watching the first half of Spy Family. So the next half is going to be out in October.
I
And-
heard it was really, really good too.
It's good and cute and just super funny.
I need to have time to watch that.
Do it. And I think I'm currently watching Mushoku Tensei as well. So there's a lot of anime that's in shows out there. And then Lost in Space, not an anime, but I'm watching that from Jal's
good
list.
Yep, that's a good show.
I don't know what that is.
It's on Netflix.
It's on
original.
Netflix. If it's on Netflix, I've watched it. It's on Netflix. It's a sci-fi show about a family that literally just gets lost in space. And if I said any more than that, I would literally ruin the entire premise.
Oh.
It's really good though.
It's good.
If you like sci-fi stuff, it's a really fun watch. If you don't really care for sci-fi stuff, though, it's super boring.
Yeah.
I prefer, medieval fantasy over like sci-fi stuff.
Yeah,
Then it might not be your cup of tea.
yeah, then you would hate it.
Oh
Interesting,
man.
though.
So, is this the transition? Is this the time?
Wait, can I add one more thing? It is Monster Hunter related, though.
Absolutely not. Go for it.
So,
Go for it. No, go for it.
it's all Monster Hunter related, and I'm really, really excited for it too.
Yeah.
And it also involves like 2D as well, so you can
Ooh.
already kind of that. Mhm.
Oh my gosh, this is what we call segues. When the thing that you're going to talk about involves both topics, and you can transition from one to the other. This is perfect. All right, go for it, Kat.
Okay, all right,
Explaining it's
so-
even better.
Yeah. So everyone understands.
Yeah, because to be honest, I was just like, what? A segue? A segue? I'm gonna wheel out of here or what?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So as of like last week, I've been hardcore thinking about what I could do for sub goals
Hmm.
and how much I want to be interactive with my community. So, being a Monster Hunter streamer and being my own artist, I have thought of sub goals. So I thought like every 50 sub goals, whenever I make the sub goal and we make it,
Mhm.
I am going to take suggestions for monsters that I could draw as props for my model.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like
Right?
the Tigrex on your head.
Yeah, like the T-Rex up there, except it would look different or not. I don't know. I haven't fully decided on it.
Yeah.
I haven't
We'll
fully
figure it out.
It's going to blink. It's
Ooh.
going to move. It's going to wiggle. If it has a tail, its tail is going to wiggle, and so on and so forth. So
Don't
I've
say it's Skoj. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
It's like in the like tip of my tongue. Let me say it.
Don't you dare.
say what?
Gore.
Oh
Can
my
you? Could
God.
you?
Oh
Could
my
you?
god! I honestly, if that's what the community picks, and because I wanted to do, it's like I wanted to get suggestions, and I wanted to take those suggestions, and I wanted to hold a poll, and whatever one pretty much wins, I would create the art, animate it in live 2D, and then use it as a prop. And I've actually thought about either later on, depending after I'm done using them, putting them on my Ko-fi and then just kind of
Yeah.
like, charging, charging for them for the use of the
Yeah.
prop and so on.
Absolutely.
So I've considered that. So
Go for
I think
it.
that's a great idea.
I can have fun with it too, and like I could either make it as simplistic as I want or complicated. More or less, it would just be anywhere that hangs just like the T-Rex. So pretty much, it would just be like its head, body, and maybe its butt.
Yeah.
So just so I can have the tail wiggles, because
That's
I'm
awesome.
gonna learn to do that when I make my own tails as well.
Mhm.
So I'll have the knowledge on how to do tail sways. I know Nargacuga is on my list. And I know Forrest
good
will be
one.
happy for that too. And if and when I do that, I'm going to throw that at her too. And if she does, I will also tell her about this as well. If she does have the live 2D program in general, she can still use the props and stuff like that and put them on the model. Like, she's using via YouTube, but if you just transparent the background, you can still use the props and stuff like that from live 2D
That's crazy.
without actually having to put a model up there. So I'm sure if I do the Nargacuga, she would be interested in kind of having that on her stream.
Yeah, just like an asset on it.
I know that's her. I know that's one of her favorite monsters.
Yes, she absolutely loves it. When Lucid Nargacuga was announced for Sunbreak, she like in the background of the video I was recording, you can hear her scream.
Oh my god!
Lucid! Ah!
Oh my god! I think I'll have to do that as well. If I do that, I think I'm definitely going to make a Lucid version as well, and I think I might make it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do like 2 versions, a Lucent one and then like the normal one.
You would literally make her day. Like that would just.
I would do that.
You would literally make her day.
Because like Narga is definitely on my list to do, and Magnamalo. I have one drawn out for Magnamalo. I just haven't finished it yet.
That'd be cute.
It is so cute. It is absolutely adorable.
That'd be
It is so cute. He's adorable. So there's a lot of options now. I wanted to do a Malzeno one before the game came out, but I don't think I'll have time to.
You have like 4 days.
5 days.
4 days.
Yep.
And I still have to I drew one out. I just didn't like it, so I have to redraw it. But I don't. I'm not going to animate it. That's okay. I'll wait for that. Maybe I'll start it, but I'll just save it as a PNG or something. If I have time, I think I will. I think I definitely.
Oh, is it time?
Yeah, it's time.
We got Malzeno demo. Yeah, the demo that came out. New weapon stuff. So many things happening. What are you excited for, especially with the demo that came out? What are you hyped for Sunbreak?
Insectglaive.
Yes! That weapon! is yeah, like we've been getting, I don't know if we were on Jal's stream the other day, and holy shit, we had a full team of insect glaive users, and we were just practicing the insect explosion thing, and holy shit, yeah,
5 minutes, 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, explosions everywhere.
It was so good.
I was so
So much
hyped.
fun.
I was so hyped for the explosions because if you don't know who I am, and you don't know who my favorite monsters are, it is Basilis and the Punchy Boy. Sorry, I forgot his name.
Hell yeah.
I forgot his name. The slimy Punchy Boy. I love explosions. So the fact that like the cloud vortex explosion does what it does.
Oh
I
yeah.
I was so effing hyped about it. Like, oh my
That's
god.
crazy. I imagine it's not gonna be that broken in Sunbreak
No.
when
No,
it,
absolutely not.
but
Mm-mm.
the fact
It
that
can't be.
Mhm.
it's so, I wonder if they like purposefully do stuff in the demo where they're just like, there's this new mechanic for insect glaive. What should we do with it? Should we just like low-key have it like kind of work, or should we have it like over the top, just be like, let's see how broken we can make this? I think it's the latter option, or they just didn't think that people would be using it like this.
Yeah.
I don't think they think.
Oh my god.
I don't think they think when they make these things. Like I legitimately don't. I think they just like assign some arbitrary values, try it out a couple times, and then go, okay, well you can kill the monster with it, so I think that's good, and then they release it. I personally, but I don't know.
Wasn't Hunting Horn broken in the demo for Rise originally? And then
All of its movement values in the Rise demo were literally double what they were when the game released.
What?
yeah, so yeah, I was gonna say, because I remember me and Zelda Hunter getting our first clear with the Hunting Horn, because it was just so broken
Yeah.
that like you could just easily do that.
Yeah, it was
It's
super
wild.
overtuned. But what I keep saying about that is that it was like the weapons were adjusted differently for the demo, and this is the case for the Sunbreak one too.
Yeah.
So that every weapon could, with the sets that they made and with the conditions that were given, every weapon could clear those monsters.
Yeah.
It wasn't done as like a balancing thing or anything like that. It was just done so you could take it, you could go out and you could finish that hunt. So it wasn't like, oh, well, we actually can't finish in 15 minutes. We can't beat Malzeno in 15 minutes with, like Lance. It's like, no. Like we made it so you could, like no matter what.
Yeah,
you know?
that makes sense to me.
Oh,
That
yeah.
makes sense, especially for Malzeno, because one
The fight's so much fun.
He's oh my god, he's so much fun. Like I literally we grinded him for like a whole stream because he's that much fucking fun. Like he's so much fun. And hold on, can I just say I screamed over Astalos?
Like seeing it,
Like
or
seeing it when it got
fighting
released?
Both, and the
All
fight.
of it.
Okay, all right, okay, all right. I have a thing for wings.
Yeah. Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's so good looking.
I'm not even kidding when I say whenever I was playing solo for the very first time, whenever I'd seen it, I could not, like, you can ask my entire chat, I could not get over its wings, and like I was like fucking eye-gasming the whole
It's
time.
so
with
good.
the reflect, the reef, the like the reflectiveness.
Oh man.
The reflectiveness on his wing
Yeah.
is just so good that I could not. I end up staring at it mid-fight and end up taking like hits because like it's just so.
It's so
Wow, that's pretty. Slam.
I died.
Oh.
Did,
It's so unfortunate that you have to fight it, and then as you fight it, you break those parts, and then they like stop glowing. And it's just like, oh man, I'm making it less pretty.
yeah, but it's still a really cool concept.
Oh, it's so good.
Like, oh, you're breaking off his like protective shininess. I don't know.
It's
Or
so
something.
good. I have to say this. Astalos is probably one of the most like gorgeous and vibrant looking monsters in all of Monster Hunter.
I agree. Okay.
They were so smart about bringing this monster into the current gen because they have the ability to make it look that good. Because like Gen and Gen U did not do it justice like that.
No.
It was a good looking monster
Oh,
in that
it's still
game. It
good,
was very
yeah.
cool to look at.
Yeah.
It had all the flashy electric effects. But then the moment you put it in Rise and you start introducing like all these like little rainbow and prismatic sheens on it, and like all the electric particles around it, and just how the monster moves so aggressively, it's like, y'all nailed it. Y'all did great. Good job.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I don't care if it kicks my ass like every single time I fight it. That thing's cool.
It's so pretty. All right, cool. Now I'm gonna draw Astalos. Thanks.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Put that on your head.
rainbow shimmers. He gets rainbow
Yeah.
shimmers. Oh my god, I
Oh,
already
that'd be
have
so
how I
nice.
want him to sit too.
Oh my
He's gonna
gosh.
sleep. I'm gonna make him sleep. Oh my god.
Do
Thanks.
it.
People.
Thanks. I don't know
You're
if y'all did both of y'all finish stories too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Altora.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes.
Altora.
Probably
Oh,
like that is also another gorgeous looking monster.
Just such a good looking
Just-
creature.
such a good looking monster. Like I did either of you play stories 1?
Yes.
Okay, the end. Okay, the end
Pietro.
monster. It's gorgeous. Like,
Pietro is so good looking.
Yeah.
it's sad that they don't reuse these monsters, but like I think Altora, I think is more
One day.
beautiful than
Oh
than
yeah.
everyone. Oh, like the wings, 6
Yeah.
wings. I can't tell you. Like I just said, I have a thing for wings. So like I was all over again, and I couldn't get over the. And then it's just like, oh shit, he has 6
Cat's
wings.
fighting this thing, and she's in first phase and it's got the 2 wings out. She's like, oh my god, that's so pretty. Then she hits second phase. It's like, oh my god, again. And then
Third phase.
I can't handle this.
Flatlines just
Yeah. 4th phase. Give me 8 wings, you cowards. And then it dies. Just like, oh.
Bet you won't do it.
Oh, I bet you won't.
Bitch, you won't.
You threatened the game. Give me 8 wings.
I keep like praying though every single time like a new Monster Hunter comes out that like they take anything from stories and put into it, right? Because like the way that it is right now, like Monster Hunter lore, if we can even call it that.
I don't think there's any
it's
lore
like-
anymore.
No, but like stories doesn't exist, right?
No.
Like we don't
Yeah.
talk about riders, like
Mhm.
Pokemon monsters. Monsters come out of eggs, kinda, right? Like it's
Yeah,
the
Paladins.
the mammal was born from an egg. I'm so
A
uncomfortable.
baby Rajang.
Born from an egg. I am so uncomfortable.
What the
But
fuck?
like it's I really wish they would just eventually like acknowledge that stories exists in universe. That would be so cool to me, and just like to be able to see like Mikili Pietru versus Pietru from stories 1, or like Altora from stories 2, or
That'd
just
be
like a
ins-
character riding an Astalos. Like that'd be sick. Like
Like-
I don't care.
It'd be insane.
I mean, yeah, I honestly, that would be absolutely wild. Well, here's my thing is like, I can't see the concept not working.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, think about it this way: they have popos, they have wing drakes, and they have them and stuff like that. So I mean, if you're brave enough and can collect an Astalos egg, I mean,
Oh, if you're brave enough,
You
you want to
imprint
ride
on
that
it.
mount. Wait.
you imprint. I would think the concept would work. Like, bruh,
Yeah.
like you imprint, you hatch it, it's mama now. Unless you get that tiger logic, like IRL tigers and stuff like that. And sometimes it works, and sometimes he's hungry, and then bam, you're multiplying.
I mean,
So,
this is the closest. Yeah, this is the closest we're getting to like, us taming monsters and using them in like the main line.
Taming.
Well, as close as we could get to like taming, because it's just
Let me attach these wires to you and run you into a wall 4 times.
like me personally,
You're
or just I'm
tamed now, idiot.
You belong to me now.
Giles is on my shoulders. Whoa!
Ride monster. Run monster into other monster. Monster dies.
Headbutts my
Correct.
head into a wall. But I don't know, like we're getting closer to like stories. I feel like becoming into the main like series games. I feel like because we're getting like the armor from it, and we're getting Neveru as a Palico now.
Ugh.
You just an actual sigh.
I personally
never
enjoy
got-
Neveru, but I can understand why people don't like him too.
Well, at least the English version, he was just so overly spunky, and he was just as bad in the first one as he was
Yeah,
in
it was
the
terrible.
second one.
It was great. Nostalgic for me. Oh, I want to murder this small orange thing.
My
God.
goodness.
I never wanted to kick a cat more in my life.
He does have a very puntable head shape, so like
It's not my fault. His head shape. His head is shaped
He
like.
has the
Wait,
perfect head shape.
wait. That's me right now. Wait.
you're gonna side by side of just Cat and Navido. Both very puntable.
I just had the realization that I'm a chibi right now.
Yeah.
So I
click
am
with you.
also equally punchable.
Well,
Oh no.
wait a
my
minute.
life.
Oh my goodness. You need like a redeem on your channel. It's called Punt, and you see like a random foot just kick your head.
Kick the kitty.
Oh no.
Oh God, no, that's okay. I'll pass on that redeem. I don't feel like getting kicked today.
No. What are you hyped for with Sunbreak? So like after the demo and everything and the trailer as well, like what are some things you're really excited for?
Gormagala.
I didn't even have to mention it. I win
Well,
my podcast.
well, let me tell you why. And I also so I actually have two. Wait, where'd Jalbagel go?
He just jammed it. Oh. His mic arm is moving like off the camera.
Well,
I won't be a part of this.
Okay, hold on. Wait, let me make it better, Joe. Let me add two other monsters. So I'm also on top of Gore, I'm also looking forward to Seregios and
Yes!
Astolith.
Yes, my top three. Let's fucking go.
Okay, all right. Let me tell you my biggest reason why.
Okay.
Is because I
Speed.
fought them in GU and I want to see how they fight with New World Glaive.
Yes.
Because Old World Glaive is absolute ass.
It's fine. What do you mean?
And quality
What do you mean? Sorry.
is for the better. But I will say, compared to fighting, Astalos specifically at the moment, I struggled a lot with fighting Astalos specifically in GU.
Or just use Valor. Just.
I've learned Valor. Valor is it
Use Valor.
Valor is just an absolute blast. But you know, since Old World Glaive is still kind of jank, okay, see, I'm a new world hunter. I started out in the new world. So I started out with Monster Hunter World. So that is the glaive that I basically grew up to know.
Yeah.
So I favor that one a lot more than Old World Glaive. So when going back to Old World Glaive, I was just like, bro, this shit is jank as hell.
Yeah. It's pretty jank. They're all
It
jank.
is really difficult when you are a new world, like when you came into the franchise in the new world in 5th generation Monster Hunter World or Rise, and trying to go back and play any of the older games, the lack of resources that every weapon has just inherently is really difficult to get a hold of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that was my problem. And the thing is, first off, I love these monsters. They're cool as hell. Their fights are so much fun. Like even in GU,
Oh yeah.
their fights are very, very fun. And Gormagala's was definitely something I was really, really interested because he's so floppy.
Mm-hmm. He is.
He's
The
very floppy and
wings.
swingy. So seeing that in an up-to-date Monster Hunter title is incredibly exciting because I already liked the fight to begin with. It was super fun, but like I said, with Old World Glaive, you were limited on what you could do and stuff. So that was my thing. And Steve, I absolutely adore Steve's fight because it's so unique.
It's
He
so
literally
aggressive.
kickboxes. He's aggressive. He's fast, and he kickboxes. He with his legs.
He's the best soccer player.
It's so cool. So I like fighting him with I will say he is very fun and manageable to fight with Old World Glaive. Thank you. And like I'm just looking forward to seeing how like the changes, like I've already seen what they did with Astalos, which is amazing so far. Like it's absolutely amazing so far. Like the fight with Astalos is like easily repeatable. Like you could just I want his whole armor. So I just want the armor. So I'm not even gonna I just want it just to fight him.
The color
like,
changing.
I want to wear it.
Oh,
The color
my
changing.
God, the color
The pigment.
The pigment! Oh my god, I didn't think about that.
Ah!
You could be Bolt Reaver.
You could literally be Reaver.
Blue is my aesthetic, so I need that blue. So I'm very intrigued by these new monster fights. I'm excited to fight all three of these new monsters like that because of my old world experience with them, because that's the very first time that I'd ever fought them was in GU. With old world glaive. So like being able to fight Astalos with like, you know, new world glaive just felt so comfy. It was fun. He has a perfect amount of aggression. That's the thing that I like the most, is like he's super aggressive. And I think they're doing super well so far with the monsters that they've shown so far with Sunbreak in the demo. Like I got messed up by Tetranodon. I couldn't even believe that.
Yeah.
Like
Dude, Master Rank Acnosome, also a bully.
Yeah, like I was just like,
Yeah.
I was surprised. I was like, I've never been bullied by Tetranodon. Not even the first time that I ever had to fight him in like low rank, high rank. Never got bullied like that. I almost carded, and I was surprised because I was like, Tetranodon, are you good? Because like he did some new things.
Oh,
He's mad.
He's angry.
He got a vendetta.
A little bit upsetting.
So I was a bit surprised, and a friend of mine was fighting Azeros, and they said he struggled with him, and I'm just like, but the bear, but you struggle with the bear, and I'm like, well, to be honest, I struggle with the bear because his body is tiny. I'm used to fighting big monsters.
Tiny. Insect Glaive is a bitch. Holy shit.
Like it's something. Insect Glaive and tiny bodies do not pair up well.
No. Oh my gosh.
No.
Where do you find the orange buff? Where's the orange buff?
Hiding
somewhere in his toe. I don't know. His toe, his big toe.
Rajang is literally on his ass. Like you just turn around, bang, got it. All right.
Yeah, his left cheek.
Dude, Rajang has a really good ass for orange buffs.
What?
What?
I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you did that. Coin, I'm gonna need you to leave.
I'm speechless. I don't have anything. I don't have anything to add to that. I don't have any way to diffuse this situation. I have nothing. I have nothing. You need to live with your decisions. The consequences of your actions. There are consequences. All right.
I can't believe you've done this.
I'm putting that on a T-shirt and I'm selling it on your website.
You're gonna hack into my website and just
Put it on there willingly.
Oh my goodness.
He won't be opposed, I'm sure.
Rajang's ass is great for orange. Anyways, did you try out any other weapons in the demo? I assume you played a bunch of Insect Glaive, but did you try out any others?
I did. Charge Blade. Oh my god.
I need to try Charge Blade.
It's so comfy. Like I was surprised.
They fixed it.
My first in a group because I haven't been able to solo Malzeno yet. But in a group we did all Charge Blades instant clear. I didn't even cart my first time because like it was just so easy and comfy to like get into. So once you start understanding Charge Blade, like honestly, just learn how to charge your shield and you're fine.
Yep. That's it. That's the first part. That's the hardest part.
That is it. It is so easy. Fill vials, press 2 buttons, cancel out that combo, and press the trigger, and your shield done.
Yep.
Skoi's having flashbacks. Skoi's having
I know
Charge Blade explanation.
That's why I simplified it, because I remember watching that video.
I appreciate you.
Skoj just sitting there.
Thank you.
That's why I simplified it, because I remember.
So funny.
The amount of thinking that Skoj was doing that entire time. It was absolutely priceless.
The amount of abbreviations Charge Blade has compared to any other weapon is absolutely
CPD,
wild.
SAED, UAED, AED.
Bro, Bro, I know pizza cutter and give me
Pizza
sword.
cutter.
Pizza
Yeah.
cutter. Give
That's
me
why you
sword.
always yell
That's
pizza
it.
on your streams. The pizza, pizza,
Yeah,
pizza.
pizza cutter. That's exactly why. It's because like that's the top.
That's just what it is.
Isn't it Savage Axe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Savage Axe.
We
Yeah,
need
yeah,
a.
yeah. I call it pizza cutter because I can't remember the abbreviations. Give me sword and give me pizza cutter. Easy peasy.
We need
Done.
the pizza cutter back. in
Like the
Sunbreak.
actual like pizza cutter
Yep.
weapon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, the
please.
cat weapon, the literal pizza cutter.
Yeah, I
That'd be
hope.
great.
Honestly, I'm kind of happy that they did that with Rise, though. Like they
They're
they
messing with
started
it.
implementing their fun weapons again too.
Yeah.
So I was really, really relieved and very happy about that too. 'Cause they
Yeah,
got
the character of the game is returning to the game, right? They weren't as comfortable doing that in World because they want to make some realistic representation or whatever. Give us
Bow
anime,
weapons.
make us Power Rangers, and give us dumb, wonky, cool stuff.
Yeah.
That's it.
No more drumsticks. No more bracky drumsticks, please.
No. Oh my
I
gosh. That made so many people upset. I was upset.
Still making people upset. Kidding me? Slap-on designs, man, that angered everyone. Nobody liked that, and it's okay.
I think they learned that with Iceborne. Actually, no, they didn't.
They didn't. They got close, but they didn't.
Yeah,
They didn't quite.
I was gonna say because I remember seeing some little bones and stuff like that too. Like some of the was it Anjanath? Anjanath is a good example. I think.
Yeah, Anjanath's a great example.
Literally,
but
just
they did
parts.
by the end of Icebreak.
Iceborne? Hello?
By the end of Iceborne, they did fix it, right? Because everyone was like, we got another slap on for like master rank Brachydios. Like, that's fucking bullshit. Like, I can't believe they bring Brachydios into this and they give it a slap on. And everyone was like, what if they bring back like Raging or something? Okay, well then, yeah, then it would make sense that they would have the unique weapon for it. And they did, right? Yeah. So like it was retroactively repaired and with good reason, right?
Yeah.
Like it made sense that
Raging had. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at least they added layered weapons as well.
That was nice.
Yep. That was I mean, and that's a carryover from Gen U though, right? Because like does Gen U post game I know has transmog for your armor, but they didn't for the weapon.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
World was or Iceborne was the first time that it did it.
Yes. So good.
So hopefully they implement that over
Now-
to Rise.
In Sunbreak, we need to be able to transmog every weapon, not just Rampage, and then everyone will be happy.
I was really upset that they did that. Like, I genuinely upset that they did that because it's like, are you really gonna use the fucking Rampage weapon the whole fucking time? No, you have other good ass weapons and stuff like that. And you're gonna limit them to only cover Rampage? What?
No.
But why?
I think, and it's like the same kind of thing with like Base World, right? Because like Base World, we had that same problem. We didn't have transmog on armor, and like no one was really thinking about transmog for weapon, but it was like an idea that was being thrown around a lot. Like, hey, give us like custom weapon designs, right?
Yeah.
Like let us change that, and then it was implemented in Iceborne. And so I can kind of see the same thing here, like base, right? Like they want to do it for the Rampage just to give another layer to like the Rampage design, which, okay, cool. Yeah, whatever. But if they don't include layered weapons for every weapon in the base game, that's going to be a huge miss on their part. It's going to be a huge miss.
Yeah. We'll see what happens for Sunbreak, because I mean, I feel like that'll be perfect. Because like, there's so many looks that people want to try out. Like, people could be like, I want to look freaking like
Astalos.
No, or like Astalos, like the full gear, but it's actually like all Elatrian gear or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like people just want to hunt and like look nice. Like yeah, exactly. They just want to look nice. They just want to look cool, look fun, look nice. And that's it.
That's it. They just want to look nice while they're hunting. That's it. I agree.
They could look like all the way down to like, I want to look like a starting character but I actually have Fatalis armor. So it's like Bone Glaive with like starting gear, but it's actually Fatalis gear and a Fatalis Glaive.
Yeah, I was doing that. I was doing that in Iceborne, joining lobbies and like wearing just like the starting leather gear and having like a bone or iron weapon, and then going in and fighting Fatalis and Elatrian with people.
Oh my god.
It's a lot of fun.
That's amazing. Oh my god.
Get looks for them like, aren't you gonna like wear like upgraded gear? It's like, I am.
Leather gear, best gear. Let me just tell you.
Yeah. Do a whole speed run with it.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Just don't get hit.
Just
Yeah, no.
that's the whole thing about Monster Hunter. Just don't get hit.
Yep.
Rule number 1.
Just don't get hit. Don't
Just
get
don't
melted.
get hit. Just don't get hit, forehead.
Tips from Kat. Number 1, don't get hit.
Don't get hit and dodge roll. You're fine.
Tip number 2, dodge roll, and tip number 3, don't cry when you do.
Yo.
And don't cry when you wire fall. Miss.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. False drags?
I say that on purpose.
I
Because
get so frustrated.
so I'm gonna say right now, something that I've noticed with the demo, wire falling is very punishing now.
Yep.
Oh.
It's a trap. You got to know when to use it. And
Yeah.
I've been saying that since day one, because like even in high rank, there are some monsters, Narwa, that are designed to punish wirefall. So you have to know, do I wirefall here or do I riser iframe? Because there are some attacks that punish riser iframe, and it's punishing for people like me who have been playing the series since 3U and have known, if I just use wire iframes, I get up and I don't get killed. And I use a wire iframe and I get hit by an electric attack like the thunder from Narwa and I die. And I'm like,
All mommy, like
Oh.
specifically all mommy. She's super punishing with that too. From every little thing that she does, she's super punishing about that.
Oh yeah.
so with that kind of like in mind, like it makes sense that all of the weapons are moving towards a parry
Or a
block or counter, like or iframes kind of like perspective, because we need that resource to even compete and keep up damage and stuff like that. Opinions, like anyone can have their own opinion on this, and personally mine, it scares me because I don't like that kind of design, like where you're literally beholden to a single resource, because I didn't like that for EX design in Gen U, where like if you weren't running absolute evasion or using valor or adept style, you were struggling, right? Like you have those tools to be successful, but if you use those tools, it's significantly easier for you. And if you aren't using those tools, you're playing at a detriment. And that's what it's going to look like now in Sunbreak, at least from the immediate perspective, is that if you don't have wire bugs, you do not have your resource to fight.
Yup.
I don't like that either. Like, honestly, I hate the fact that you have to like rely on the wire bugs so much. So the wire bugs, the skills and stuff like that, I kind of hope that's not something that comes back, because I miss like the older way that it was. It's like, oh yeah, you have your weapon, go kill the monster. No skills, no extra anything, no wire bugs, no wire fall, nothing. I miss that's what I miss about like that's the only one teeny tiny downside that I don't like about Rise, is how heavy that is implied that you need to use them. Because like honestly, half the time I forget to use them in general. Like, I do. Like when I'm using IG, I don't even use the moves. Wyvern Dive pisses me off.
It pisses me off too. I'm like a cheek away from the monster, and it's just like that doesn't count as a hit. I'm like, what the fuck?
You missed it by a pixel. I get that, gamer.
I have like I've done the Wyvern Dive and landed right next to his cheek, and I'm just like, are you serious? Are you serious? So there's no leeway at all whatsoever. So I'm really sad that they did that the way they did. Like I wished it was like more like Worlds, where like it had that slant, it had that angle that you could go.
It was
and,
so good.
It was so perfect. It was absolutely perfect and so much fun to use. And it also did what is it? It shot the pheromone. It shot the pheromone at the same time.
Oh yeah.
So I think if they would have done something like that with it, it definitely would have been a lot better. But like the Wyvern Dive, I can't stand it. It does a lot of damage, but I can't stand to use it because it makes me not happy.
You have to be extremely precise with it, and you have to make sure that you're in the right position to use it, because there's a lot of hit zones that are not the best.
Most of them, and then you have to move your camera just to make sure like all this is happening as you're in the air, and then you have to also make sure to look down a little bit just to hope that you hit your Mars.
The exact same thing.
tip of the wing, and it's like that's the only part you hit. You're like
52 damage. It took me 30 seconds to set this up. 52 damage.
Yeah,
Feels good.
yeah. And then it doesn't help when you charge it. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It doesn't help when you charge it when you do your three flies, like your 3 hits, you're flying in the air.
You build up your aerial chain.
Big 52 damage. It's like, bruh.
But then when you do hit it and it does like 580,
that's when
it feels
it's satisfying.
really good.
Best weapon ever.
Yeah. It's so worth it when you make it, but like honestly, I want to say like 50 times out of not, you miss.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have to set up your camera just enough to see where you're aiming, and like it's just so much extra work.
I think
like,
the worst.
unnecessary.
Oh yeah, I think one of the worst feelings ever is like when you're about to have your special moment. You're up in the air, you have all your buffs. You're about to do your move and everything. Your buffs run out.
And then you hit it and it does 120.
So
You're like, oh, there goes
that.
my 5% damage boost from triple buff. Whoops.
Exactly.
It hurts my soul so much. I hate like being in mid combo on the ground. So something that I've learned and I find really, really annoying now. So I started with Insect Glaive in World.
Mhm.
So in base world, I fluttered around a lot because I guess like I don't know. I just thought it was cool when I
It's
first
cool.
did it.
Helicopter.
It's a helicopter, and then like back then in World, I guess the damage was better aerial. Like it was good. Like the aerial damage was still
Mhm.
good. And then Ice
We'd
World,
also
and they
didn't
killed.
have tornado slash. I don't think in base world. I don't. No, actually we did. I just don't think it was that good.
Yeah, I don't think they changed anything with that one. But so like I would flutter around and do the damage through flying around and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that is, and I did that for like a year and a half or two almost. And then someone's like, you could do more damage if you do your combos on the ground. And I'm just like, what? And I was just like, because I tried to balance it, but flying around is just always so much fun. So
Yeah.
I trained myself to be more grounded. And then Rise comes out
Mhm.
and then it implements the ×3 multiplier. And I'm just like, I'm on the ground and someone's like, you could do more damage if you were in the air. I'm just like, oh my fucking god, so what do I do?
So not
So
only
like
are
that's
they...
actually the funny thing about Rise though, is that your ground combo is still more beneficial.
Yeah.
Like it's still just better in Rise. Like literally just do a ground combo, do a tornado slash on the head, and then do diving wyvern, and then just do that again and just do that over and over.
Insect Glaive has gone through so many like major changes with each release, like not only with like the mechanics and how the weapon works in the game, but also with like the controls and the button layouts in every game. So yeah, every game just basically treat it as a brand new weapon because it's literally a brand new weapon.
Why did we have to move why did we have to do that? I just want to aim the bug and fire it and not just accidentally DT every single time.
I was about to mention that same thing. It's like my biggest gripe
So
about
bad.
So
coming to
frustrating.
Rise was that, because I remember getting really upset and very annoyed whenever the demo for Rise had just come out, and I just kept pressing the fucking
wrong button.
R2 button. I'm just like,
Yep.
I hate this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I still play World, and I keep doing that stuff, and I'm just like, oh no, stop
Yeah,
being stupid,
you
stop
have
being an
to
idiot.
relearn
Yes.
everything.
Every single time.
It's fucking horrible. It's
Yep.
fucking horrible. Because I made that same mistake when I hopped in World for a little bit to play with someone. And I'm just like, all right. Remember, you're playing World. Button to switch. Fuck.
Damn it.
So bad. Oh man. Oh yeah. So that's our rant about Insect Glaive.
That was the Insect Glaive rant.
No, yeah, that was the
It's a fun weapon.
Mhm.
I love the parry that it gets, because the parry also gives you an aerial charge, which means it gives you a slightly stronger diving wyvern. So that's really cool.
It's basically a depth style.
Yeah, it's a depth style, and that's so cool. And
It's
I love
so
that.
nice.
I thought that was really interesting. It's hard to use depending on how you are.
Yeah.
Really hard to use. Oh, but when you do and you parry that monster and you get that upcharge,
Feels good.
so
Feels
satisfying.
good.
You know? It's tricky to balance though, but it's very
Yeah.
fun.
Oh
I
yeah.
think
Absolutely.
the Switch thing.
What's that?
Okay, I forgot to mention the Switch thing.
Oh, swap,
um,
switch,
the Switch
swap,
skill
swap, swap.
Okay, yes.
What is it called?
Switch skill swap. It's not that hard.
So the swappy thing, yeah, which is called the swappy thing.
Swap it. I'm calling it that every time.
Swapping.
Swap.
Oh
I will
man.
say, I didn't like it, and I didn't like the idea, the concept too much, because like again, I'm not too fond of how skill heavy everything is becoming.
Mhm.
So I wasn't too fond of the idea.
Hmm.
But
That's fair.
I can say
I've never
and
used it.
you haven't used it?
No.
It's interesting, especially once you set them up yourself. Like for me, I had the orange scroll. It was set up the same, and I fought Malzeno with it. And I think I only changed out one, and it was the recall insect for the wyvern dive.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I hate myself, and it's for damage, okay?
Yeah.
Damage, okay? I wanted to. I'm hoping to still try and get a Malzeno clear, a solo clear eventually. But
Got a week.
I know. I'm gonna try tomorrow, maybe. And
believe.
so the orange scroll is, the forward move, the forward kinsect move, and the wyvern dive, along with the parry thing. And then the blue scroll is, I switched it to where like it's the normal attack. I think it's the seal, the tornado?
Tetra seal.
Tetra seal. Yeah, whichever one that one is. So I used that one, the Kinsect Awaken, which is amazing.
So much fun.
The Kinsect Awaken is so good, and
Yeah.
not to mention best pairing for the Vortex.
Gosh, bro, like first stage
Absolute-
Kinsect is always the worst, and whenever they use
'cause
it
it
in
marks.
demos,
Well,
It
no,
marks?
because it leaves a cloud of powder.
Yeah,
Like-
because
Oh.
it marks the monster, and the Kinsect stays out and continues to like get powders. So like that actually works really well. The only
that-
problem is that it takes all of your buffs.
so that's the Kinsect that we're using now in the demo.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. It leaves like I think like 6 powders, and then if you use that to explode, easy damage, especially if the monster's down. Super easy damage. I will say, in a group, the powder is hard to manage unless you shoot up high. Like let's say shoot like Malzeno specifically, shoot towards the wings so that way no one else can hit the freaking powder, so that way you can do the damage.
Okay.
Yeah, because like the insect glaives hitting the powders like sets them off, so you want to keep
really?
it away from people. Yeah.
Also, marking also makes them explode too. So if you didn't know that, like if you throw your extract marker at
Yeah,
the
it just
powder,
blows them up.
yeah. So
Oh,
there is
wow,
I
okay.
did notice. There's something okay, here's my thing. I love the multi-hit Steve. Oh, sorry. Steve is my Kinsect. Sorry. Steve is
Steve is my Kinsect. I like how you just entirely the multi-hit Steve. Who?
Wait, so who? I thought you were
that's
talking about
like-
Sergios. So I was like, the multi-hit Sergios? Wait, Sergios is not a demo.
weird. It sounds like a weird isekai.
Oh man.
Okay, so you're Kinsect Steve.
Kinsect Steve, gotcha.
So I had because again that exact reaction. I was like, who the fuck is Steve? Steve Seregius? No, Steve the Kinsect. Sorry, I had to verify that real quick because
That's
like it just
amazing.
came out. I meant to say Kinsect, but Steve came out first.
Yeah, good luck now, because like now you have to either nickname him something else. So you have to change his birth certificate now. Just be like, all right, your name.
2 people could be named Steve. We can have
Yeah,
Steve and Steve.
Yeah, Steve. Yes, there's Steve, and Steve.
There can
Two
only be
people.
one.
All the Steves gather together to fight.
Notice how Nightside's not here anymore? Oh, wait.
Wait, no! There can only be one. Cock's gun.
So I never really used the powder Kinsect because whenever I first started playing Rise, I did try all the Kinsects. I tried the assist, the powder, the speed, and the multi-hit. The multi-hit blunt one specifically is I honestly think is very, very fun because nothing is more pleasing and satisfying. When you throw your Kinsect, it does like 7 hits and then KOs the monster.
So
Wait, could you
nice.
change your kinsect in the demo?
No,
Oh no.
I
wish.
was about to say. Oh,
No,
okay.
no,
No, you're just saying like
no.
sending it out like
the
in the
launch
game. Yeah,
thing
okay.
where you kind of like
I honestly think
baseball it.
I believe the one that we have in the demo is a sever one because I cut off someone's. I thought
Yeah,
cut off
it's a
Oh,
sever
really?
and it's a powder, right? It's not like
powder, yeah.
it's not the multi-hit kinsect.
It's a nice
no.
kinsect.
Yeah, like I cut off Asper's tail on accident with it, and I'm just like, oh, that
Yeah,
happened.
yeah, it's a color.
I gotta say,
Is that a tail cut?
oh, I just marked it, but okay, I'll take that.
Yeah,
There
right.
you go.
And then like I've tried them, but to be honest, I've never really been a big fan of the way they did the powder specifically, because I
Right.
love that they did it perfectly in World. So
The powers felt more impactful in World for
it's
sure.
much more, and it's a lot more subtle too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something about the powder in Rise isn't as pretty.
There's more oomph. There's more
it's not
oomph
as
in
sparkly.
Iceborne.
Yeah, it's more foggy. I don't know, like the sparkles. But
Mhm.
so I mean the blast does do like a blast buildup though, because like if you use enough blast like dust to hit the monster with it, it does do like 200-300 damage.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
If you use it, have you not noticed that?
No, I'm blind.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I'm hitting a button and making all those things explode, and I'm going 200, 600, 600, 200, 800, 600. Yeah, it's like 2K. That's it. That's all I'm looking for.
No, I'm not talking about with the vortex. I'm talking about with just the powder itself.
Oh.
No, I've never noticed that. I don't.
Yeah. Well,
Never tried it.
because like with the blast proc on Malzeno, this is before the vortex. From what I've seen, if you get enough blast dust and hit it, it'll do like 14, 200. Because the blast build up, so it actually
Okay.
does,
It's actually doing blast ailment every time it hits.
Yes,
Okay.
it does. It actually does blast build up. So I found that out while fighting Malzeno, because I've never really messed with the powder insects. I didn't really like them, they worked. But because of the vortex, that might change.
Yeah,
Definitely.
So yeah,
We'll see.
that's the interesting too. That's the interesting thing too, is that will all of the Kinsect types have that vortex attack? Or are they each going to have their own unique attack?
It's
right?
gonna be different.
Because that's specific for the blast Kinsect. I could see though that like if that's all like a similar kind of like implementation, I could see how the other Kinsects could still use that same animation but gain a beneficial or a different effect, right? So I'm curious, especially with like you talking about like multi-hit blunt.
Yeah.
And then doing that on top of a monster's head, you can probably just KO monsters without Slugger.
So like
I kind of wonder. I didn't think about that.
for elemental insects, like, do you imagine like maybe if there's like some kind of like massive dust cloud, like it would emit like poison or something instead?
Well,
or...
I'm saying specifically for the Kinsect types, not the Kinsect damage.
Oh, okay.
But like, you know how there's like assist, powder, and multi, like the multi hit, like those specific types, not the damage types after, not those damage types, because like you can still have like an assist type that also has ice on it, right?
Oh yeah. So like imagine the poison though.
Wait.
Well, yeah, like I wonder if they're gonna give like some of the different. Well, I can only assume they're gonna give some of the different powder ones different powder effects, right? Just so that we had blast and health, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they all have. I believe most of the Kinsects that are powder based. Because my only thought is that like assist is assist. I don't know, because like not every single Kinsect has powder at all. So does that about to change it? Like, are they all about to get powder?
No, I don't think so. Especially when like there is specifically a type. That's what I'm saying, right? Like that vortex attack is going to be different for each of the fundamentally different Kinsects.
Yeah.
The assist Kinsect is going to get a different attack there. Like
It would be interesting.
what I'm really hoping for is that they bring back the drill.
Oh.
And you can just do that, and the Kinsect will drill through the monster.
Just come along with you. That was so satisfying.
That's what I think the Awakened Kinsect will do for just like, let's say, maybe a speed Kinsect or
and it just drills right through it.
Drill through it, because it already does that with the multi-hit anyway. It would just be like that without the powder.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
I can see that. Also with the
it was so
elemental
satisfying.
thing,
Yeah.
I do have to say something about the elemental Kinsects. There are no elemental Kinsects. your kinsect will become whatever element your weapon is. There's no you can't actually change the element. I'm really upset about that.
Oh, for Rise? They did that at World though, right?
No, you could. Well, they did that in World where you can have. I made 5 of the same speed Steve, and made them 5 different elements, and just did them. But you cannot do that in Rise. Pretty much, whatever your element, your weapon is. Like, if you have an ice glaive, then your bug is an ice bug.
Yeah,
and will do ice damage.
Yeah, Kinsects and Rise were definitely a lot more disappointing for me compared to
they were.
the other
I missed working
gens.
for them.
Yeah,
It was so satisfying.
It was so good, and then just like you have an insect glaive, just buy the Kinsect. What?
And they give you all the options too, which was really upsetting. They give you all of them. I'm just like, aw. At least let me buy the starter ones and then let me upgrade them.
No. Oh yeah, it gives you like I know a lot of people can say different things about it, where it's just like, well, that requires more work and you have to continue going back for like one weapon. But like, I don't know, for me, like, I enjoyed that process, and it doesn't take long. Like, it's not like it's gonna be like you have to get Vitalis's eye. I'm just like
to make a Kinsect.
Yeah, to make a Kinsect.
They're born from his eyes.
Or a mono blows horn in high rank.
So it's just.
I'm saying that out of experience from I played for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mono blows was so annoying. Oh, because you could only solo him, and he's so like he's a dick. Sorry.
I couldn't break his horn. So I could never upgrade my Kinsect. So I quit.
Yep.
I'll do it. That's why you do mount spamming. That's what I did.
Yep.
See, I should have done that, but since I was still kind of learning, and that was my first high rank monster, I was really overwhelmed. I didn't complete the 49 minutes.
Same.
I took 49 minutes to kill them, and I didn't even get the part that I needed.
Oh my gosh. I feel you there so much. I really do feel you, because like that was the same thing with me, where it's just like I was streaming too, because like I was like, yep, might as well just try this. I'll do viewer hunts in a minute, and then it was just 49 minutes of me just like have to sharpen up again. I ran out of like the whetstones, and just like it's just so annoying.
It was a good fight.
It'd be really cool to see Mono Blows come back again in Sunbreak, because he came back again in Stories too, like white Mono Blows and regular Mono Blows.
Diablo's is in there. The skeleton's not any different, so I don't see why not.
There's a chance, actually. Hermitar? What's his name?
Yeah.
He has a Mono Blows shell on his back. So this.
Wait. He was also in GU, and Mono Blows wasn't in GU as well.
Oh. Never mind.
Dreams crushed.
Dream crush immediately.
Classic Kogath cameo right there.
Here's my saying: keep your expectations low.
Oh no, I am
disappointed.
That's the key to everything.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Kat, don't you like Pokemon too? Do you play Pokemon games? See, look at that. Pokemon fan right there. You can tell immediately. Have 0 expectations and you can never be disappointed.
Yep.
Exactly. A lot of people have way too many expectations. Like, way too many. And I'll never understand that.
Monster Hunter. Especially for Monster Hunter. I feel like with Monster Hunter, you have to keep your expectations low as hell. Because there's so many people who want so many monsters back that are not going to get them because their expectations are too high, and then they're like, "Oh, it's a crap game because my favorite monster's not in here." So okay, and Brachydios ain't in there. What's the point? I want his goddamn wave.
People can do that all they want. It doesn't affect like the quality of the game or my opinion on it personally, right? It kind of sucks when people like that can take that voice and take it to other communities and like take it to other people who are asking about the game, and then it just kind of like, brazenly throw that around. But honestly, it doesn't, in the long run, it doesn't matter.
No,
right?
It doesn't.
Like if your opinion comes down to like this game sucks because X monster isn't in it, or this game sucks because the content isn't there.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, man. I'm sorry you can't have fun with it. But there are going to be people that are going to have fun with it and enjoy it and experience the fun that can be had in the game, and those are the people that I surround myself with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it makes sense to me. All I can say is like if you're skeptical and you're unhappy that your favorite monster is not in the game, give the game a try anyway.
Oh, absolutely. Fucking just to give it a shot.
Like, dude, it's not gonna fucking kill you.
No.
Or you can just wait, or you can like not buy it, right? Like there's nothing, there's no Capcom's not holding a gun to your head saying buy Monster Hunter Rise right now. You know, like you have to play every Monster Hunter game this instant.
And it goes on sale like every other day too. So it's just like
it really does.
it went on sale before release. Sunbreak's not even released yet, and there's like like content creators like out there that have like codes that can like, hey, you want to pre-order Sunbreak right now? Well, here's a code that can get it like percentage off, and it's like,
yeah,
there you go.
There you go.
So
that's how you get it. That's how you buy it.
Zero expectations for like GamerBreakfast even being in the game because this whole like mechanic. We talked about this in the other podcast too, so I won't dive into it too much. But we zero expectations, and it came back, and I was literally like, I was astonished. I was shocked. I was like, what the fuck?
Honestly, if Giganox, if Giganox isn't in the game, I'm not streaming Monster Hunter ever again. I'm gonna boycott.
That's
Monster Hunter.
Oh, they have a huge loss there. That's such a huge loss.
Well, shit.
Such a huge loss. Oh, they're missing out on so much not having you. Man.
Dick.
Love you.
Yeah, love you too. Yeah, have fun with Gore Magala.
Oh, I absolutely.
Getting COVID from him or something.
Frenzy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Seriously, Gore Magala, because of his frenzy thing, was the least monster I expected to be back.
Yeah, right.
So that was my only thing that I was like, I was so high strung about it too, because I was like, there's no way he's coming back because with the frenzy thing, yeah, he was in GU, but it was a celebratory thing.
Yeah.
So that's understandable. His frenzy didn't have to count for anything. So now I'm really curious, like how they're going to incorporate Gore Magala.
They don't.
If they're even going to do anything.
They don't have to.
Thing. No,
why,
they
just
don't
like in GU, why do they don't have to, right? They don't have to do anything with it, and that's the best course of action. Just put it in the game, let people enjoy the fight, and then that's it.
Monster
just like
Hunter,
let it be its own side thing.
Monster releases now the new Smash.
What?
Monster Hunter releases
is the new Smash.
Is the new Smash.
Oh.
They just bring in new old returning monsters for nostalgia, and they bring in new characters as well for everyone that wants to see something new. It's the new Smash.
Oh my God.
So that means the next one has to have every single monster in it.
Exactly.
Capcom. Every single one. Frontier, stories, riders, that mobile, the mobile one, the one that played on that flip phone. Everything, every monster ever created ever, and if it's not in there, all of our expectations are going to be destroyed, and we're going to hate your video game and we won't buy it.
Oh man.
Yes.
See, categories 2-1 probably.
Oh man.
Yeah, everyone build up those expectations. Everyone get wildly gross delusions of grandeur about Monster Hunter 6, because I know I do.
Build Sandcastle.
Yep. And then just watch Kogat's Twitter feed to be disappointed ultimately every day of your life. dream crushed every fucking day.
Dream crushed. I just want him, if he listens to this, I want him to quote tweet this with dream crushed. That just
has to. Oh man.
But there's a lot of like really interesting monsters from previous releases as well that never seen the light of day, that I've never even heard about. There's like the different crossovers, like with Attack on Titan, where it was like Devil Joe.
Yeah.
Devil Joe. Yeah. There's another version of Gore Magala that has like a skull, and it's like freaking Skull Magala.
Probably.
It looks
There's
insane.
Watermelon Jay Leno.
Yeah.
there's like a watermelon textured Urigan.
It's amazing.
Watermelon Jay Leno.
There's what else is there? There's some really funky designs out there.
There's a crossover with like a mobile game, Dragalia Lost. Pretty sure there was. It's a crossover with that.
I know in stories they had I don't remember if no, it's not Dragon. In stories they had a crossover from a mobile game as well. Dungeons, Puzzles and Dragons. It was a
Puzzles and Dragons. Yep.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was a really cool looking monster too.
That's awesome. They have I think they did a crossover with Evangelion.
They did. I know what you're talking about. I've
Brachydios?
seen. I can't. Yeah.
Bracky. That's cool.
Yeah. It was so cool looking too, and it was purple and blue.
Yeah.
And it was cool as fuck.
Where's our
So
Godzilla
funky looking.
crossover, Capcom? It's the easiest thing to do. They do crossovers with everybody. It's the easiest IP to get involved in. They pay you. Come on. Screw Fatalis. Let's fight Gogeta.
Oh, that'd be so fucking amazing. King
That'd be
Kong.
great.
Oh my gosh.
Bro,
King Kong or
Let's
just
fight all of the
Godzilla.
Universal monsters. Every single
Please?
one of them.
Oh my goodness.
That's what they're trying to. Oh, so like that like like Rise is like based on like Japanese yokai and stuff like that, and so
Yeah.
Sunbreak they were doing like a more Western like cryptid and like monster like Universal monsters aesthetic. They made a poster for Sunbreak that's in the same style as like a Universal's monsters like poster, like movie poster. And
Yeah,
it looks so good
It looks so good.
because it has like
It's-
Malzeno, Luna Garen, and Garen Golem on it, and
Like the
it's just
trio.
like the three lords.
Yeah.
And and it looks like a Universal Monsters like
So
movie
excited for
poster.
it.
It's so good. It's so cool.
So cool. I love the fact that they went with this theme. To be honest,
Yeah.
I like Malzeno is such a cool design, and like
so cool.
when you
Base
know
boosted monster. Amazing. Base boosted vampire. There we go.
Yeah, he goes, ooh.
Yeah.
Forgot. So I like the fact that what they've done like with him mostly because like if you notice when you're fighting him first he's white, and then when
Oh,
he
yeah,
when he
Mhm.
he turns black and gold, and I'm just like, bruh. The fact that
So
his
good.
scales actually changed from black to white is
Yeah.
so fucking badass though.
So cool.
It
The
is
transformation is very obvious. It's a cool
Yeah.
thing to see.
One of the best
is-
designs
it is
of
so cool.
monsters.
And like he's so Dracula-ish, and I love it. Like his wings are his cape, and he is not afraid to show it. That's for sure.
Oh
And
man.
he'll suck you dry.
They'll give you the suck
Wait a
with
minute.
blood.
Wait a minute.
Sorry, that's
Time-
I have to
time
call
out.
that out. I have to call that out every time it happens in the demo. It's like, oh no, Ken sucked.
He's sucking me.
Oh, he's sucking me.
Oh no, Ken sucked.
It's like one of the things. Like whoever's outside your room as you play these games, it's like
What?
Should
Your
I
mom walks past
be
your
concerned?
bedroom door, just hears you. Help! I'm getting sucked. She's like, do I go in there? Do I help?
Do I-
Do I leave?
Do I leave? I'm concerned.
Oh
Oh man.
The thing is, I've actually used that term before in fighting another monster.
Sucking?
Not yes. Valstrax.
I'm glad you rephrased.
Valstrax. When does he suck?
Valstrax when he does his little jet suck. His
Oh, the
little
chest,
wacky
yeah.
chest. I was
Giganox.
like,
Giganox
"Oh,
also does the
he's going
suck.
to a big suck. He's got a big suck, medium suck, and little suck. There's different levels. His first suck is
There's
all
different levels of suck.
his
Different tiers of suck. Small, medium, and large. Which would you like today? Welcome to McDonald's.
Ideally you want large. It topples.
Ideally, you want a large. Mhm. Give me the large suck.
Yeah,
Now.
but
One, please.
you topple him with the large suck. not with the little one. He said it's not enough.
This clip, this is gonna be clip for sure. This clip is not
You
gonna
get to
be
make this one.
It's not gonna hit the algorithm at all. Like it's just not gonna hit it because it's just like YouTube is like no.
What word did they say over and over again? Oh, our Christian hearts.
I'm just talking about dragons. My bad.
They were talking about dragons sucking.
It's not my fault. It's
Demonetized immediately.
it happened. Okay, it just happens. What the
Channel's never gonna make $1 in its
What
life.
happened?
We're not even monetized yet.
Yeah, we'll never make $1 off of this channel ever. Talking like this.
Dirty.
I love the silence.
Absolutely.
It's just dirty.
Filthy, that's all. DJ.
Oh man, is that,
Degen behavior.
are we good there? Is that where we're stopping?
You know,
We're stopping at the
there
sucking.
is no better way to end a podcast than with the word suck.
Sucking. It says swapping.
Oh,
It's sucking.
Do okay.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Gamer Breakfast. My name has been Jalbagel, and I'm gonna. No, I'm not.
You're gonna suck? Is that what you're gonna say?
Thank you guys so much for watching, though. Really do appreciate it. Tell us what monster you're excited for in Sunbreak, or what monster you enjoyed fighting the most. If it already came out or something like that. But yeah, tell us what monster you like fighting. Yeah, this has come out before the game releases. Jalbagel, Skoj, and that's Kat.
Yeah.
If you guys want to check out more of Kat, all of her links are going to be down in the description below. Kat, is there anything else that you'd like to say to the beautiful people that we just yelled the word suck at for 15 minutes?
Say or plug, go for it.
Do it.
What?
Just
Do
do
what?
it.
Do what?
Just
Do it.
do what?
Just do it.
No,
It doesn't
wait, hold on.
matter.
That's too threatening.
Do it. Like, comment, subscribe.
Oh.
Do it.
And do the same thing. And do the same thing on Kat's channels. Should be down below. Make sure you click on those and watch her ascend further into the VTuber
Realm
echelon of
for isekai.
models. Something. All right, I think that's good. Bye, everybody. This was fun.
Bye.